Wait. Okay, that should be better. Hello. Hello. Maybe the mic's a bit still too much. I turned it up because I'm a bit farther from the mic in order to show the motion of this game, which is called Wii Play Motion. So first, actually a couple things I want to draw attention to on the title screen, believe it or not. Because as you just saw there, if you're idle for a few seconds, it brings up just a little activity you can do by moving the Wii remote around. That first one was a kaleidoscope, which I'm not going to show just because some people may be sensitive to that type of color flashing imagery. But this one should be easy enough on the eyes. I'm just making bubbles. And I can stop doing so whenever I wish, but I mean, if this was the whole game, would that really be an issue? Yeah, it might be an issue. Whee! Bubbles. Oh, there's a bird. Sometimes the bubbles pop. Sometimes you get big ones. Sometimes you get little ones. Kinda depends on how fast you're moving. But there's no objective here, so let's move on. The other thing to show on the title screen is this is a Motion Plus only game. So there is an instructional video link about attaching a Motion Plus if you're using a regular Wii remote. Today I'll be using one where it's built in. So I don't need any such video. Wii Play Motion, unlike its Wii Play's predecessor, has 12 minigames and not just 5. I'm not going to show all 12 in this overview today. I'm going to show some highlights. You only get the first 4, and then you have to unlock the second 4 and the third 4 by just playing each of the minigames once. Doesn't matter how well you do, you just have to play them. And this is a new save file on my Wii U. Took me about 20 minutes prior to the stream to get everything unlocked, so it doesn't take too long. Anyway, starting off with Cone Zone. Balance the ice cream cone. That's the name of the game. Also, welcome back, Tom, just in case I didn't say it directly. I've got my cone at the ready. Normally there would be a tutorial the first time you boot up the game, but like I said, I was playing this right before the stream to make sure I had everything unlocked. You can review the tutorial by pressing the minus button when you start up the minigame, but I don't want to bore anyone, including myself. Doesn't this ice cream look tempting with just how big it is? Now they're starting to get into more of the, more detailed flavors. Some swirls, some chunks. Not just solid color scoops the whole way through. And of course, every 20th scoop has to be insanely large for some reason. You can see like me really struggling down there with the little picture-in-picture view. Oh my god, I should not be wobbling this much. I swear. Look, I'm tilting the way I need to go, game. Although the camera's mirrored, so when I'm tilting left, it looks like I'm tilting right. But I swear, I was tilting the correct way. The left was leading right. But that's enough for a silver medal score. So that's something you can do. You can shoot for gold medals. The second minigame I'm going to show off is Veggie Garden. Although, this one's a little misnamed because some of the stuff you're gardening is actually fruit and not just veggies. But this is Whack-A-Mole. Nice finely tuned game of Whack-A-Mole. Got these regular moles, you just gotta hit them once. The goal is to not let them steal your fruit. If they're wearing a hard hat like this, you gotta hit them twice. Try not to hit them either, you'll lose points like I did. And if you leave them alone, they'll refill any fruit that the moles have stolen, or you get bonus points if your fruit's already full. When you get a combo going, this happens. And I've got a brief doubler on my points, which also allows me to knock out the hard hats in one hit, because you saw the mallet got bigger there. And so this happens across a few different stages, and you go for the high score. Now they start jumping. If they're blue, you see them jumping. Now, I didn't point this out during the first round, but they do warn you which ones are coming in the background if you're paying attention. And there you saw I was able to hit one as it was getting away. Now some of them are wearing me hats to try and fool you into not hitting them. Oh, darn it, I could have had a fruit back. No, get back here. Darn it. I only had a tomato. Oh, now they tall. They long boys. See how long those moles were? They're a no good bunch. Hey. Oh, my pointer's being a little funky. I can press down on the D-pad to reset if I think that's the case. Actually, let one get away. You gotta spread your shots between these guys as you're going. Or else bad things happen, as we already saw. Oh, am I supposed to be hitting the fruit back at them? I don't know. I deliberately didn't make it this far in my practice session before the stream because I wanted to unlock everything quickly. So there's some stuff I've forgotten since the last time I've really played this game. Alright, we got more jumpers. And it's night now. Darn it, I keep hitting to me, so I just want to hit everybody. I mean, their faces are stupid, what can I say? They deserve to be hit. Okay, that one can live, though. Darn it, I thought I hit the one on the right, not the middle. Get back there. Oh, I needed to double hit him. I somehow still have a fruit left, though. Well, we made it to the Mole King. And yes, I still have to guard fruit down here. Take this, you cretins. I don't care how cute you are. Get the combo going, hit his minions back at him. He's not a fan of that. Kinda looks like a watermelon. Except, you know, brown and mold-like. Now we have a time limit. Oh, don't hit the fruit, okay. Eat it, eat it, eat it. Not my fruit, eat your moles. Get your grubby paws out of there. No, I want to give paw. The moles have paws. Am I using the right anatomical terminology? I can detect your head now. Yeah, your stupid fake mustache. Or maybe it wasn't fake, in which case I bet that hurt. Once again, I encourage you to eat mole. It's a very nice Mexican cuisine. Once again, weaken his hands. Oh my god. No, his hand. His hand. No, his hand! Why? Oh, I'm sure I was close to finishing him. I'm sure of it. But it's only a silver. Oh, not play again. Sorry. I got other games to show off. You can calibrate your Wii remote on the pause menu. That's another way you can deal with it feeling off-center. Actually, so some of these games have multiple modes to them, like the ice cream, you can do soft serve and try to balance a swirl. In Veggie Garden, you've got versus mode for multiplayer and recall as a sort of memory game. Next up, skipping stones. Skipping stones may break my bones, but Wii remotes are good as scones. Nom 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 nom. Oh, we got nighttime. Alright, goal here is to flick your Wii remote while keeping it level and applying the right amount of power to get as many skips as you can out of your stone. Some of the stones do special things. That was a good amount of power, but it looks like I tilted a bit to the left. Solid number of skips going here. Oh, I hit the rock in the lake. Oh. Rigged. If there wasn't a rock there, that would have been fine. No special stones yet, but we'll go with this one. Again, a bit to the left. That one's gonna stop short, I know it. Alright, oh, I get to ban a bot. Neato. Alright, chat, if you're interested. Some of these stones are special now. We got Dolphin Stone, Heart Stone, Dog Stone, Star Stone. What stone are we giving the heave-ho? Guess you could also pick another plain stone if you want to be boring about it. Alright, let's hear the dog. And go. Oh, it whimpered at the end. Oh, I was gonna do the dolphin next, but they got rid of it. Alright. So, if it's just a picture on a regular stone, it's a sound effect. But there's some that have visual effects if they're just completely shaped differently. So let's show the UFO. Oh, that's very crooked. And it flies away. Oh, there we go. We can end off on the dolphin. I mean, the lightning would be cool, but I'm gonna go with the dolphin. I'm gonna stand back and give this one my all. It's the final throw. It breaches under the water and out of the water like a dolphin. I don't think it's the most effective stone you can throw in this game, but it's cool. Grand total of 174 skips. Oh, record. Hey, gold medal. Alright, I'm gonna skip Pose Me Plus. Pose Me was in the original Wii Play and it worked a bit differently. In this one, you get full motion to completely flip your Mii around, and it's more like a hole-in-the-wall game. So it's better than the original, but I see no need to show it here. Same for Trigger Twist. There was shooting in Wii Play. And this is an expanded version of that, where you get a bit of a panoramic view. Jump Park, however, is new and fun, and I thought I hit A on it. There's a few different levels here, but this is actually a time challenge. It's not collect all the gems, it is collect a set amount of gems and then make it to the goal. You can tilt to change which angle your character goes. All the green stuff is bouncy. And gravity is at your command. Whenever you press A, you do this, which is essential to moving around quickly. And there's power-ups like this magnet. And of course, as you'd expect, the magnet draws in stuff close. Still not quite at 100. And you gotta get into the goal circle. Not a new medal. Okay. It was a new record, but I guess it was still a bronze medal time. Teeter Targets isn't too interesting IMO, but I'll show it for a bit here. It's one that you play with the Wii Remote sideways. Imagine pinball, but instead of bumpers and stuff, you just gotta flick the ball into doing whatever you want it to do. I'm trying to do it as quickly as possible. The green things give you time bonuses. And that's it. There's a bunch of stages of this. So, that's a mild diversion. But the next few are where the game really shines. I'm gonna say Spooky Search for the end because I think it's the most technically impressive. Windrunner is just fun. Open your umbrella, you ride the wind, you collect stuff, and you make it to the end. In fact, I'll let the tutorial speak on this one, because I haven't played it in a while. I just unlocked it before the stream. You'll catch the wind. Press A to open your umbrella, release to close. Tilt the Wii remote to tilt the umbrella. And you can flick to jump. And then they let you practice a bit so that you can get a feel for the controls before you're actually graded. If I let go of the umbrella... Try to get the wind directly in your umbrella. I'm gonna try to flick to jump again. If you go through those rings, you get all the gems that make up that ring. And as I was saying, you can try to catch the wind. That would have been a good place to jump so that I didn't get stuck in the car. Now I'm getting the direct wind. Alright, let's do the real thing. Not quite enough of a jump there. There we go, there's getting the ring. Oh, there were gems on the lift there. Darny, darny, darn. Get me out of this muck. There is a bonus, as you can see, that's counting down. So, if you don't get stuck, and you're like, you know, catching as much wind as you can to get to the end quickly, then you're rewarded with a time bonus. I swear I'm tilting the remote. I just got stuck on that left wall. So that one's one of my favorites. It wasn't my best run, because it's been a few years since I actually played it. Good enough for a bronze medal, at least. Ooh, long jump mode. Let's actually go and show that, because like I said, they offer different modes for several of these minigames, so let's let this one be the example where I actually show a different mode within the same minigame. This one's all about getting distance. I'm gonna skip the tutorial because it's gonna be the same controls. I don't think there's anything too different. Yeah. Catch the wind at just the right angle so that it pushes you ever more forward. But you gotta land on the track. So even though the wind's blowing right now, I kinda botched that. Whoops. One more try won't hurt. Oh wait, they give you another try. Perfect. Game understands. Go. What's such a shush? I flicked too late, so I'm not gonna get very far. Let's just see where I land. At least I landed. Yeah, see, that wasn't even good enough for a medal. They knew I botched it. Treasure Twirl You can see the Wii Remote prompt on the top right of the preview there, and you can see why I don't exactly want to play that one. Yeah, the last few minigames seem a bit lackluster, but you know what? I think Star Shuttle was a decent one, and then I'm gonna show off Spooky Search, because that's easily the best one that we should end on. Now, I've no recollection of how this minigame works. It's got a bunch of stages. You'll fly a ship by pivoting the remote and thrusting with the buttons. You aim with motion control and thrust by pushing buttons, but don't go too fast or you'll crash. Launch. I'm pushing the buttons. Oh, I had to press A first. So each button controls a different thruster. I can slow down with the front, push forward with the rear. Oh, a space storm. Point at the screen to stabilize your ship. Oh yeah, they introduce obstacles later, so you gotta use each of the different thrusters to do it. Okay. Or you need the different thrusters if you just completely miss the target. Whoosh. Don't crash. Hey! There. Hooray! Okay, so, a bit awkward, this minigame. Also, I need to recalibrate, because I'm pointing forward and it thinks I'm pointing to the right. Wrong button. I mean, this button. This button. Flat surface. There we go. Much better. Great. Now that part's been attached to the station. Alright, you build out the station as you go through the game. It's neat. Let's do one more stage just to show it is a bit more difficult. Okay, now I gotta move to the left. Well, that went well. 11.1. Nice matching numbers. Now that third one has its capsule thing, and they're adding even more stuff. Alright, let's move on to the final minigame that I plan on showing off here, and also the best one. So you know how the Wii U's got this whole thing, the Wii U, that little system that came out, where you could take the gamepad and look around and stuff would change, because it was like this faux panoramic thing. What if I told you the Wii had a game that did that first? Without having a second screen. Oh yeah, I should turn up the Wii Remote volume for this. So in this game, you are trying to catch ghosts. Not unlike Luigi. You don't have a vacuum cleaner, but it ends up working very similar to Luigi's Mansion. Except, unlike Luigi, you don't get to see the ghosts. Not right away. You gotta earn that part by finding them. The Wii Remote speaker acts as your ghost radar. The Mii's on the screen can see the ghosts because they are in the space around you. I imagine that they are off the screen and just floating around in whatever room you're in. And they can see them from their point of view and they'll point you in the right direction. But you can't see them because they're not on the screen. Based on their hint and the beeping of the radar, you point around the room and you find your invisible ghosts. When you think you got them, latch on, and then the fun begins. And there's a time limit to try and find them all. Alright, actually, before... I forgot. Oh wait, no, this camera's angle's fine for what I'm doing. Alright, I'm gonna back up a bit here so that you can see more of the motion of me looking around for these ghosts. Okay, so it's up on the left. And then I bring it down onto the screen and put it into the sucker. Right around there again. Well, right now not so hard, but... things beeping at me. Now this one's gonna put up a little of a fight, so like Luigi, you gotta suck him by the tail. They'll pull, and you gotta pull in the opposite direction. Alright, I got another one. 3 left. Oh, this one's moving. Oh, this one's really gonna fight. Okay, whatever ghost they saw during that vanished. Oh. Now this one, it splits off. Pick the real one. Final ghost. Get on the screen. Eat at you. Hey. Stop being the bane of my existence. Get in the portal. Da-da-da-da. Oh, in my practice run when I was unlocking everything before the stream, I actually had a run where one of the ghosts showed up behind me, so I had to turn all the way around, like this, and point the Wii remote at my window to find one of the ghosts so they can make it move in this one. But I find it fun. I think it's very creative. And that is my overview of Wii Play Motion. Yeah, it requires the Motion Plus. Yeah, it's a sequel to another one of the many Wii games that they were doing for the casual folks, but I think the minigames were a lot better at hitting the mark on this one. That concludes this episode of the Downplay. If you're on the live stream, I'm gonna keep going with something else in just a bit, but if you watched this pre-recorded version, I hope you enjoyed it. Either way, have a good day. Again, live stream version of this is not over yet. Just gotta play the outro first.